not had a boat for 40 years.
Yeah.
So the trolling motor and the boat, it's the fish finder. I'm looking at all new technology.
Yeah.
I mean, mine was the old Hummingbird with just a ring with little flashing lines.
Back in the day, yeah.
Oh yeah. But back then, that was new technology. A lot of regulars on the boat, it just kind of got hacked off about it because it tells us we can only book 2 months in advance. Knowing I would.
That makes no sense because
you want
was it a walk-on? Was it a walk-on boat or what was it?
Oh, it was like a head boat. You put, I guess, 35, 40 people on it.
I mean, what's the difference if you give them $65 or if somebody else does? No, $65.
Well, if you got guaranteed spots year round, I mean, that's. Well, that was a lot of people, because when he started doing that, we were always fish the back of the boat. When we started doing that, I would call, and he's like, "Oh, it's booked." I was like, "Wait a minute, how can anybody book it when this is 2 months?" And a bunch of us just kind of got pissy about it. And it's like, this is ridiculous. Well, and the fishing really got different there the last couple of years.
Yeah, where were you fishing out of?
Fishing out of Jacksonville, St. Augustine. Yeah, it just got really crazy there. So we should just start going to the other side, to the Gulf, and doing the big 39-hour trips. You go out like 100 miles and fish.
Yeah.
You got 20 hours of fishing, so you got it out of your system.
Yeah, exactly right.
It usually beats the shit time you got back.
Oh yeah, wore out.
Yes.
I've done that in the dry tortugas before, the overnight trips.
We did that with Yankee Captain.
Yeah.
And we'd heard good stuff about that boat, in which I guess it was a trip you take. The one we took was a 3-day, and he was anchoring up.
Yeah.
And the worst thing was, and this I'd never done, and that's anchor on the spot, 35 people, nobody catching fish, and you sit there 6 hours. Yeah,
really?
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, let's fish." It's like, well, we understand that. We do long trips, and they move.
A charter boat with our own guys, like 5 of us. And then that guy moved every 45 minutes and we weren't catching fish.
Yes, and that's the way that Hubbard's Marina.
Yeah, Hubbard's.
That was a big outfit, and a lot of people on the boat. Yeah. But that's that same thing. If you were not catching fish, they pulled anchor and moved.
Yeah.
That was what that trip got cut short because of weather. Oh, lose your cookies. But yeah, that one got cut short, and I was actually glad. It's like, this is crazy to sit here.
Not catching fish.
Yeah, that length of time. Well, and people had really, that bragged on the captain. Most of them had been on a drift trip. Where they were drifting, so you're running over, fish.
After an hour, you haven't caught anything. It's time to move.
It was crazy. When a trip was over, they called it a mutton madness. So we kept talking about it and never did it.
Yeah.
What'd you fish for in Costa Rica?
It's mainly those Pacific sails. And we did not have a very good trip. I'm the only guy that's ever gone to Costa Rica that didn't really catch many fish. We fished 3 days. The first 3-4 hours of the first day, we concentrated on what's the fish with the big fin? Catch them on poppers. Rooster fish.
Yeah.
Because we're good at, my guys and I, we're all good at throwing poppers.
Yeah.
We bring our own rods and reels. 6,000 series spinning reels, 7-foot rods, like fishing poppers. We're good at it. So we did that. we did catch 4 or 5 roosters. You know, they're blue guys. Other people in the camp were catching sails. Said, hey man,
with the good, but when you go to something, especially a trip like that,
I'm all in here for a living. I want to see effort.
That's what got us with that Yankee captain.
Yeah.
When he would drop us, and he would go lay down and just have an alarm set or something. But we did, me and some buddies, we did about 3 or 4 years of going someplace every year. We went to Canada, New Brunswick.
Kind of like I do with my guys.
Yeah, we did Costa Rica. And, oh, that's right. Did you say Puerto Rica or Costa Rica?
Costa Rica.
Okay. Yeah, we did Costa Rica.
Where'd you go in Costa Rica?
Drake's Bay.
Okay, I'm not familiar with that.
And I can't think, I have held something de Osa was a camp we went to. Well, we stayed at a cheap one the first 2 or 3 days. I mean, it was on like $40 a day. But they'd shut the electric off. They ran out of water. You had a communal meal, which was next to nothing. And they were actually talking about, they're like, yeah, you kind of came at the wrong time. But, we caught like 2 sailfish each.
That's good.
And,
They're
yeah.
big Pacific sails.
Well, what they said was, if you're really coming sailfishing, you want to come when it's a no moon.
Yeah.
And he said, that way they're not feeding out. We're like, dude, so we've been catching them there continuously. Every time we get one in, we'd hook it. But they're like, yeah, but normally it's like twice that.
And he's right. I mean, there's a lot of days they catch 20 of them.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what they were saying. And we was like, we'd never caught fish that size. Of course, a sailfish. Back then, I'd never even saltwater fish to speak of.
Yeah. Like saltwater, I charter fish for a living, and this is the job because I do it 7 days a week and turns into the job. But boating and saltwater fishing is a hobby. I love to boat. I run big boats for guys. I kind of do a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Going to dinner with my wife and stuff like that.
Where do you go at? Oh, you go down to the Keys, right?
Well, I go to the Keys, and then I go to the Keys once a year. Done that for 30 plus years. And then I go to Sarasota for 2 weeks. My wife and I go and stay for 2 weeks on her vacation. And I have a customer that owns a house and a 26-foot Pathfinder. And he's a friend / customer, and he lets me use his stuff for 2 weeks.
Oh, man.
It's pretty awesome.
Now, those economy vacations are great.
But it's going to be, you still spend money, but all I got to do is Uber in. It would cost about $15,000 for me to rent all that.
Yes, that's what I'm going to say. Stay in there in a boat.
Yes. And he knows I can run the boat better than he does, so he doesn't care. I wash his whole boat. When I'm there, I wash his whole boat for him. I detail it out.
And it's nice to be trusted like that. You have people, but the bad part is you got people that mess that up.
Yeah. Well, I got this close to scratch. And he's only so funny.
On your reels, do they have the reversible handle?
Yeah, we can do that. Are you left-handed?
He does that with my reel.
Are you left-handed, Russell?
Right-handed.
You like to reel with the right hand? That's fine. That's fine.
How long of a ride is it?
About 11 miles, takes me about 25 minutes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, when you do those hovering trips, you leave the dock, you don't get out to the fishing grounds like 10 hours. But it's a good nap.